on, guys? Iowa Retro Gamer Dad here. So, Christmas out of the books. We're all calmed down now. New Year started. Everything's looking good. 2020 is going to be a promising year for this channel, I'm hoping. My first year or so has been very awesome. 200 plus subscribers. Made a bunch of new friends and everything. And with winter officially here now in Iowa, snow outside, cold as heck. I mean, I've had problems with my furnace the past few days. I had to order a part on Amazon. Pretty cold in here, so I'm turtlenecked up, sweatshirt up, but Darth's thinking tropical. So hats off to you, Darth. But what I wanted to really talk about today was, as most of you know, Christmas Day. My boys got me the new Zelda Breath of the Wild. So it's not new to me. Everybody else has been playing it for too long now, and they're already all pretty much beat it and everything like that. So I'm coming to the party late, but so this is just kind of, I put about 15, 16, something like that hours into it so far. And this is just kind of a video on what I thought. Plus, at the end, we're going to do a little information about a giveaway I'm going to start doing. So I'm going to start off by going with high expectations. Everybody said how awesome this game was. I tried to stay from watching videos and too much information on it because I wanted to enjoy it myself. I didn't want to go in knowing too much about it. I wanted to just, fresh eyes. I do that a lot of times with movies too. I don't try not to watch trailers, try not to watch anything. Just kind of stay away from the people so I can just let it surprise me, as you could say. So basically, I came in, all the expectations were high, and to me, they were right. I was not let down. I'm only, like I said, 15, 16 hours in. I was not let down at all by this game. Of course, there's some few pros, there's some cons and everything, but I'm honestly, besides Ocarina of Time, this is probably my favorite Zelda game, and I'm gonna straight up say that. And it could just be nostalgia, but Ocarina of Time will probably always be my favorite Zelda game. But this is definitely up there. I mean, so we'll start off simply with pros. From what I've played so far, this is what I really like about the game. So a lot of people didn't like this, but I was digging this. They got rid of the dungeons. I kind of enjoyed that aspect of it a little bit on the old ones, but I noticed today, or while playing, how much I did not like them. Especially on the older ones, when you would play for a while, die, and then have to go way back and do it all over again, or like with Majora's Mask, you had a certain timeline to do them. If you did not do them within that timeline and you had to reset, you're done, screwed, basically. So what I liked about this one was the quick save, the auto saves, and stuff like that. Plus, I did like the shrine. I'm liking the shrines. I've done probably 20 to 30 of them. And I am enjoying them. They're nice breath, fresh air, basically. Do I feel like doing a puzzle right now? Yeah. So I head to a shrine. I mark them all on my map. I feel like doing a puzzle, I go to the shrine, do that. I feel like exploring, leave the shrine, go explore. And I've had a couple buddies ask me, what could you compare it to? And if you asked me, the open worldiness kind of reminds me, not as intense as Skyrim and some of those like that, but kind of like the Witcher, stuff like that, where you can wander in the wilderness by yourself for hours, happen to randomly run into somebody who needs a quest done or anything like that. You can either help them out or do whatever. Like a couple times I ran into a couple that were hunting shrooms or whatever, looking for mushrooms out there. Looking for some kind of thing, and then they get attacked by animals, and then I have to save them, and then, that's basically it. So that's just the fun aspects of it. Little town, there's not really any towns because this is basically after, I won't give too much of the story away in case you are watching this for the first time and have not played, but this is basically after Calamity Ganon has starved the world, sucked it dry of anything, and he's He's almost completed his goal of destroying the world. Basically, is what this has come down to, putting it completely into ruin. So there's just stables, there's just trade posts, there's just some random things. There's really no towns except for a couple little ones left over. Besides that, I did enjoy the fighting. It was a little rough to get used to at first only because I am new to the Switch controller and the control. So it's it says hit X, and my mind sometimes goes to like Xbox or PlayStation, and I just kind of get confused where the button is. I've actually come to the point where I know where the buttons are without them actually telling me what letter. Because once they tell me the letter, then it just confuses me. So I've just been playing around with that. I do like that. I like the aspects of the Great Fairies, upgrading equipment, and I like the aspects of, no limit cap on rupees. You can get as much as you want. As far as I know, I have about 3,500 because I just keep mining amber and then going back and selling it and all that stuff. So that's been really cool. I'm kind of starting to get into the cooking finally. Now that was a little bit confusing at first. It still is a little bit, but I've kind of been researching that, exploring with that, and experimenting with that. And that's becoming big now. It's actually making more sense because I only have about, I think, 9 or 10 hearts. So my cooking skills have had to be top notch. Got a Gordon Ramsay it. Yep, I made a cooking reference. So, besides all that stuff, I do enjoy the shrines. I have not fought any of the divine beasts yet. Now, mainly because the one I tried to do first, I had to get shock arrows for, and I had to fight, I think it's pronounced Lionel or something like that, and it kicked my butt. So I decided just to come back to that later on. So I've just been exploring. All I've really done is done some shrines and visited some towns, and I have got all the towers done. So if I need to fast travel to certain areas, I can do that. So I got all the towers done, and that's really all I've done. And I mean, like I said, 15 hours in, that's all I've done, and there's still so much more to do. So I'm excited to keep continuing on. And I know, as some of you guys saw too, I don't want to rush this game because I still got Luigi's Mansion 3 upstairs sealed. I have not got to play it yet. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm trying not to rush through this so I can just play that, which I've had that problem in the past. Getting too many games at once and then wanting to play them, so I just rush through them to play the next one. So we went through the pros. Now, obviously, there is no perfect game. There's stuff, and warning, some people might like these aspects and stuff like this, but this is, again, my personal opinion on it. I do not like how often weapons break. I hate getting great weapons and using them to fight 2 or 3 enemies and then them breaking. And I understand, yes, you pick up more weapons as you go, and yes, you collect seeds and you can open up your weapon stash a little bit more, but I am not a big fan of it. Am I getting used to it? Yes, I am getting used to it. So that is just one thing that's happening. And I am starting to get the hang of it more, and I'm getting better weapons, and I'm thinking more smart. If I'm going up against low-level enemies, I do switch to weaker weapons instead of doing it. And I am kind of a little discouraged a little bit by how often I have to seem like I have to buy arrows, because I never seem like I have enough arrows. It always seems like they're gone, which I know is stuff it's stuff that has to come with it. There's a reason why they do that, but I am going to have to, learn to accept that, which is becoming hard. The equipment thing is that, like I said, I like the armor aspect of it, especially when I got the Zora one and I can swim with waterfalls and stuff. But otherwise, the weapons and the arrows are big. Yeah, not a fan of it. But, like I said, I am getting used to it, so it is getting a little bit better. Another con I do not like is the stamina system. Now, I understand they had to put this aspect into play, otherwise people could just be climbing all the time, jumping, dodging, gliding for hours and stuff like that. I understand the aspect of the stamina, and luckily you can, like hearts, increase it. Which I was going to say, I forgot that as one of my pros, was I do like in this system how do you increase your hearts or your stamina just by collecting those spirit orbs from the shrines. I do like that aspect. I like a lot better than trying to randomly find quarter pieces everywhere. But, okay, so back onto the cons. What was I even talking about? Oh, the stamina. So, I understand why you have it and stuff like that, and I get really discouraged trying to climb cliffs, getting that far from it and dropping back down, and just, yeah, it's not. But you can increase it, and I've heard people say that once you start increasing your stamina and get it to a decent level, you don't even notice it anymore. And I think one aspect is I kind of get bored of the walking away. It feels like a walking simulator somewhat at points, because I want to explore, but where I want to go to takes half hour, 45 minutes, climb cliffs, to walk over. I know that's part of the game, but it does get kind of annoying sometimes when you have to get there, that you can't sprint there or stuff like that. And still be impressed with this. I know you can ride horses, and I've only maybe rode a horse once or twice in that game. But I go to do something, and I try to come back and the horse is gone. So somebody comment below. I might even look into it later on about how I was hoping you can get a horse that sticks with you, and kind of like other games where you just whistle or something and it comes and then you can go like that. So, but yeah, that's just another one of the cons that I'm not a big fan of. And it is kind of a hit or miss, or a double-bladed sword on whether or not this is both a pro and a con, but the map is really huge, which I do like, and I don't like. Only reason I don't like it is because of the way to travel around, running, gliding, and stuff like that. It is cool to glide if you are able to easily access a glide point, but otherwise, yeah, there's the stamina, and then running, and then running, and then running. But the good part about that is you get to explore more and you get to discover stuff. Other than that, guys, I really don't have too much bad to say about this game. I'm enjoying the story. I like the aspect of them just, you're resurrected at that shrine, and they're just like, okay, here you go. And they just threw you out there. I did not like the lenient stories of the older Zeldas where it was, okay, complete the Dooku tree, get this, go to Death Mountain, go to the Zora, go back to basically the forest again, go back to Death Mountain, do the medallion ones like Ocarina and stuff like that. I did not like the lenient storyline. Now I like this because you can do it almost any order. If you are good enough, you can almost, I've heard you can go and beat Ganon almost right off the bat if you're good enough. And you know what you're doing and stuff like that. So I love Breath of the Wild. I know near the end there, it seemed like I talked so much about what I did not like about it, but there's stuff that, like I said, over time I could just get used to, and then it won't be a big issue anymore. It's just, that's just the way it goes, you know, sometimes there's got to be, obviously you can't make a perfect game. And even like if I'd go back, I'm planning on maybe this year doing a gameplay or a long play of some Zelda game. I don't know if I'm going to do Ocarina or not, or actually dive into Majora's Mask a lot more than I have in the past, because I really haven't. Or, I hate to say this being a retro gamer, but I have not played the first Zelda on Nintendo. Yeah, I said it. I have not, and I've been wanting to, but I played the second one a lot because I did have that on that Nintendo as a kid, but I never really had the opportunity to play the first one. Now, I have a Nintendo Classic, and I know it's on there, I think. So, we will go, maybe I'll do that this year. Maybe that my long play will be doing that one. But going on now, we're done. So, I love Breath of the Wild. Probably second favorite Zelda game. So on to what we're going to talk about with the giveaway. So, I know Christmas is done with. All the kids have been spoiled. Probably don't need any more gifts. So, but I have been digging through my giveaway boxes and my extra stuff. And this is just stuff that I think, I've gotten some of the stuff in the past for free from people because they did not want it. It was sitting in their basements. So I always think of, if you get it for free and you don't want it, then to give it away for free. I try not to sell stuff that's just given to me. So what we're going to do is, two of these things I bought at Goodwill, and one of these things was given to me. And so basically, I'm going to try and do a gleam below. If that does not work out, I'll figure this out after this video is recorded. If that does not work out, then I will just do like my Christmas giveaway. All you got to do is just comment below you're in. But make sure you check the description to see how to do it, because if I do got that gleam up, we're going to try something else. We'll have multiple ways to enter. My only stipulations are you must be a U.S. citizen, shipping reasons. You do not have to pay for shipping. I will pay for shipping. But I do require that you be a U.S. Resident, so that way it's not an arm and a leg shipped to you. And the only other stipulation is this is, like I said, for kids. So being a retro gamer dad, or being a dad in general, you know, it's all about family and stuff like that. So I wanted to do something special, this giveaway for the kids, especially since I didn't really do one for my 200 subscriber one. So I guess this is almost just for fun, guys. There's no certain reason for doing this. It's just for fun. So part of the gleam will be, once you do enter into that, let me know below in the comments. If you have me on Instagram, make sure that you let me know on Instagram too. Yeah, so let's just go away. It's not going to be anything fancy, guys. Don't expect, some people are giving away Switch games and stuff like that. I can't do that right now. Hopefully down the road, if I get a good deal on 2 Switch games. I really wish I would have grabbed 2 Starlink starter packs when they're like $5, because then I probably would have gave one of those away. But so as always with my giveaways, before you look at this too, I do always sneak little things into the box. You can ask some of my past winners that they're always little stuff that I sneak in there. So here we go. We'll just start off with, so this was given to me in a big Xbox 360 lot. Now my older boy is too old for it. My younger kid doesn't play games yet. But we do have Bolt on the Xbox 360 in really good shape. I don't think it has the manual. No, it doesn't have the manual, but it does have the little inserts inside here. You can enter for a chance to win a vacation at Walt Disney. It expired 10 years ago, so there you go, guys. January 31st, 09. Oh, more than 10 years ago now, wow. So we're going to throw this game in as part of the giveaway. Now these 2 next items were found, were Goodwill finds. I won't give prices out, but we have a cool little Super Mario hat, obviously kid size. Used, but I have cleaned it very well. It almost looks like new. I don't know if you can tell very well by the video or not. So the hat will be thrown in. And then we have a cool little Mario lunchbox, or they can put their games in it, or they can do anything. For a while there, I was carrying a Nintendo DS in it with my games. So we got a cool little Mario lunchbox too. So basically, that's what the giveaway is for. We're gonna do the hat, the lunchbox, and the Bolt 360 game. I know that's very random going with the Mario theme, but for one final time, I do throw extra little stuff in there. So, I mean, nothing fancy, but little figures and stuff like that. My past giveaway, I've thrown candy in there and stuff too. So there you have it, guys. Like I said, check below in the description for the Gleam link. If I have it set up, if I don't, I will let you know down there whether or not to either just comment below or something like that. Well, I'll let you know in the description if there's any changes to this. Stipulations: just be U.S. resident and have a kid. I'm not going to specify ages. So just a kid. Yeah, just a kid. But just go that route. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment. Get a hold of me on Instagram. That's usually where I talk to a lot of my friends and stuff if I need to, since YouTube really doesn't have a messenger. But yeah, just get a hold of me on and then I just say messenger. Get a hold of me on Instagram, guys. Like always, if you like this video, please click the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber and you like this video, and if you've stayed up to this point, obviously, then you must, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of future videos, click the bell button down there, I believe. And just comment, guys. I love to hear from you guys. I usually try to take time out of my day to make sure that I personally respond to every comment. And if I don't, I'm sorry. I do have 3 kids and a full-time job. But as always, guys, stay retro. Thank you for watching. And goodbye.